All right, House of Payne fans, hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. At least it's Friday when I'm recording this. This video could potentially be up Saturday, but let's just hope for Friday. Make sure you like the video. Let's try to get to 50 likes. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Pacing. That's the biggest enemy of House of Payne. I mean, the writing is atrocious, in its own right, but the pacing, because all I'm seeing on Twitter in the comment section is get to the point already. Like, why are we just standing around for 10 minutes trying to figure out what Malik needs to tell his parents? Why are we spending 10 minutes with, Jasmine being in the dark, but then learning about the baby and this and that? We need to know right then, right now. So I really feel like pacing is one of the biggest enemies of House of Payne at this moment, because it's boring when I feel like 3 minutes or less of the episode is really all we need to watch. Malik has a secret. Malik tells his aunt and uncle about the baby. Malik tells his parents. His parents respond. Jasmine's dealing with the pressures of potentially having sex before she's ready. Like, literally, I feel like if you took the key parts of the first 4 episodes and put them into one episode, that wouldn't even equate to 10 minutes of runtime, because it would cut out all the fat, the dead meat that doesn't need to be left on the episode itself. And pacing, people talk about, and it's not impossible to have a good episode when you're in one location, or even a show. I mean, look at the Medea farewell play. I thought it was pretty good, and really it only really took place inside of the house. Yeah, you got a brief scene between Brown and 2 of the guys doing a musical number in front of the house, and you have a brief recorded scene where they're at a graduation, but other than that, the play takes place in one location. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a bunch of the early plays did, like Why Did I Get Married took place in a cabin. Sure, we had some talk about, oh, we're down by the lake, but overall, the play took place inside of the cabin. I think I Could Do Battle by Myself took place in one house, if I remember correctly. I know that Goes to Jail had 2 sets. You had the jail, and then you had the house. But I think about one of my favorite movies of all time, 12 Angry Men. 12 men in one room. Yes, you had brief scenes at the beginning of the film where they were in the courtroom, but that was a brief scene. And then at the end of the film, well, where the 12 jurors were walking out of the courthouse. But other than that, everything took place in one room with 12 men. The only time it felt like we were in an exterior set was when a couple of the guys maybe went to the restroom that was in the back of the, the room quarters. So technically speaking, it was the same room. So I'm really thinking to myself, in that one film, there were so many different emotions portrayed in about 2 hours or less. I forgot how long the runtime was, but I love that movie to death. I just feel like with Tyler Perry, just because you had a character standing in the living room or the kitchen for 21 minutes, it doesn't mean the story can't be intriguing. However, the original House of Payne had a better balance, because we weren't just at Curtis's house forever. Or even if we were, you had enough character dynamics to bounce off of, and the characters weren't repeating the same thing that's the biggest flaw of the Tyler Perry writing, aside from the scripts. It's these run-on jokes that are not even funny. It's like, how many times does a character have to say, "What'd you say?" I didn't say nothing before the joke dies. Not very long, maybe once or twice. A joke that was really good is like, "Avocados are delicious." That was good, especially when CJ said at the end of the episode. We didn't need it running on for like 5 or 10 minutes when Curtis was doing it. So I feel like if Tyler fixed the pacing, it would work better. Because remember, in the original series, we could have a few minutes over at Curtis and Ella's, the barbershop, the firehouse, Calvin and Miranda's, CJ and Janice, but we were just stuck in having these characters recite the same dialogue in 20 different ways. So I feel like if the pacing can be fixed, it could definitely help House of Payne feel like it's moving on, because as of right now, each episode is just a dragged on hot mess. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.